So, have you ever thought to yourself, I need to buy a Japanese car? If so, you're probably 12 years old, but besides that, you're just like me. I had £400 in my pocket, and I've decided to buy the best example of a Japanese legend, an iconic car from 1998. So, it's a Toyota. Not that you can see that, it's quite far away. And I have 2 keys, 3 stacks of paperwork, and technically a single lady owner, but that was 3 owners ago. So I'm gonna pull this thing into view now, and just you wait. So, what we have here is a Toyota Starlet Solida. I don't know what that means, but I do know it's got a 1.3 petrol engine and 70,000 miles. Hopefully legitimate miles. But I'm going to run some B-roll now of all of these highlighting aspects of this beautiful JDM legend. And yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, let's start with the obvious question. Jacob, why didn't you buy a Toyota Supra? I couldn't find one for £400, believe it or not. They fetch quite a little bit more than that. So instead we end up with this. It's got the same badge at the front. At the back it doesn't. It's a sticker at the back, but it's a Toyota S. So it could be a Supra if you so wanted to. The next question is, I don't know, I don't have any questions about it. It's a £400 Toyota Starlet with no sunroof, so it can't rust. The next question after my non-question is, what you need? Why on earth did I buy it? I don't know the answer to that one either. That's a mystery that nobody can really figure out. I like my French cars. This is not French, this is Japanese. The reason I bought it was £400, and okay, now that all of the important questions have been answered, let's go and start with a tour. Get some of the good points done, and then we'll move on to the bad points. Okay, so the bad points, no, I'm kidding, we'll start with the bad points anyway. So we've got tiny little dent in the wing here. It's not too bad. It's, you know, it is what it is. Some scuffs and scrapes and stuff here, but again, it is what it is. It was £400, I can't complain. And besides that, that's kind of it. Both bumpers need painting, and there's a couple of little rust dots there. I lied, that's not it finished. We've got a hole in there, and I have no idea what part of the car this is, but there's like a bit support. I think it's called a panhard bracket or something. I don't know. It's kind of rusty, but I've got all that booked in to getting sorted out. So now we're going on to the mediocre points. It's a Solida. No idea what that means, but that must be something. It's got a sticker for it. It's honestly, it's got service history from 6 miles up to about 60,000. No, it's actually got full service history because it was taken off the road in 2019. So it's actually got full service history from 6 miles all the way up to 2019 when it was taken off the road. Obviously, I'll be giving it a full service too. It's got receipts for absolutely everything that's ever been done on it, and all the MOT, all the service, all the original books, everything. So I feel like I got quite a good deal on it, and everything works. All the lights all work, indicators, all the latches and pulls, because with it being an absolute mad JDM NUGGET, everything's just on pull switches. So the boot is on a pull switch from inside, and you've got a very blue interior. See, I'm so glad we've got them little grey rubbing strips. Look at that. It's all scratchy plastic carpet, but I mean, unlike in the Saxos, the boot floor is actually there and functioning as it should. Then in here, see, I've already had a look around it because I didn't want any of the previous owner's stuff being here. We've got the original jack in there. There's nothing. I'm not sure if these back seats fold up. They do. I'm guessing you pull that up and push. Yeah, 60-40 split as well. They don't really, God, they're not very secure, are they? Might need to do something about that. And there's a that's the maddest pull handle I've ever seen. And then we've got the fuel door, which is nice and clean. But honestly, I'm pretty pleased with it. The plans for this are, I'm not entirely sure. There is someone coming to view the Peugeot tomorrow and hopefully taking it away this week. So I'm just kind of hoping that I get the cash from that Peugeot and I'll show this some love, get it back on the road, because it's not got MOT. It's, it needs a little bit of love, but it wasn't doing anything. It was just sitting on this farmland bit up in Dumfries. It was probably going to be scrapped, honestly, because of the rust. So I've decided I want to buy it. So I did exactly that. Inside we have such luxuries as these things, which the Saxo doesn't have. These things. We've got dials. Oh wow, they're very sticky. And more dials, which the Saxo doesn't have. Actually have an auto driver's window. Let's see if that works. It does. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, it works not very well. It's also very loud. It's never been smoked in, as far as I can tell. This heated rear window, hazard lights, which work. No tachometer. Fog light, which works. Intermittent front and back wipers. Wow. And then we've got this, but the wipe, for some reason you can squirt the windscreen, but the wipers don't go, so you've got to do it like that. And there's no single use, so you've got to flip it down and then flip it back up. It's very interesting how it works. Then here you've got lights, I think. Yep, you've got main beam and yep, not main beam. There's no signal to tell you if it's on or not, so that's a thing. We've got 5 of the finest gears, which actually are very solid. It feels a lot like a Yaris in here. A lot like a Yaris. We've got a Sony head unit, which I checked still works, and we've got a 70s or 80s rock love anthem thing in there. Oh dear, well, whatever this, why does that still work? Rock and roll love songs, so that's nice. Oh dear, oh well, I've gone and done that. Okay, why is it not going back in? Okay, it pops it. What? I know how they normally work. This one is very confusing. Hey? Hold on. Oh, it's just going horribly wrong. I'm gonna try and put that back in. Hopefully the microphone quality's been okay. I've had my hand over the microphone for most of it. I don't know what this is. We've got some paperwork and stuff and a receipt. What's the receipt for? Marmalade. Yorkshire tea quality. Haha, quality. That's good. Hula hoops. I can't really show it, I don't think. It's got numbers on it and stuff. Pet shop dried mealworms, Whiskers chicken, thick bleach, and Sun Magic pure apples and animal bedding for 49p. Wow. When was that actually? I didn't look. Let me check. When was this? This is probably really boring to listen to. 6th of July 2012. Very, very nice. Then we've got German in there. Okay. Electric windows all around. These are going to need replacing now that I look at it. I don't think they work. Unless they do. Let's have a check. Oh dear. Yeah, well, they kind of work. But just replace them anyway. We've got all the legroom in the back. It's very basic in here, but I don't mind it. I quite like it. Okay, let's go out to the barn. We've also got like stuff, central locking and stuff, which you also don't. Oh, what have I done? Which you also don't get in the Saxo, so that's cool. And then the bonnet latch releases. Just leave it there. Okay, so presented in front of you is the finest engine known to mankind, the 4EFE. Yes, it's a 4-cylinder, 1.3 petrol, non-turbo. Nothing really. It don't really look like it's got much going for it. Oil. See if there's out up with the head gasket, shall we? That's the same as a Yaris as well, I'm pretty sure. That actually looks quite good. You know what? £400. Let me just remind you, £400. Oh, I didn't even see the distributor. I didn't even know it had them. Had that even. Wow. This is a proper retro thing, isn't it? I love it. We've got power steering. I know that was an option on some of these, so that's quite cool that it's got that. Don't know if it's got ABS. I'm not really sure where to check on this engine, if I'm honest. I don't really know much about them. There's not even much point in me pretending. I think this is the coolant thing, which is very crusty. I don't know if you can see that one. I mean, check that out. Look at that. I mean, that's just rusted off. We'll definitely leave that on the ground. So I'll have to get a new clamp thing. Oh, the other side's literally actually just even worse. Okay, well, fair enough. Why would they make them out of such shocking material? Don't know, but it's definitely an engine, and it does many things that an engine should do. I wonder if we can have a look at the air filter. Oh, what? Why is that not coming off? Where is it getting stuck? Ah, there we go. Oh, Jesus Christ, that looks brand new. Let's just take it out. Oh wow, that's actually really good. There's no oil or anything in it, so that's also a good sign. Yeah, I think, honestly, right, obviously I'm going to say this, but I think this has been a very good buy. For 400 quid, you know. I mean, what do you even expect for 400 quid? You barely even expect a car that works, never mind a quality Japanese legend like this. Wow. Use the designated fuses only. Oh boys, we got a Fiesta ST. Let's go. Yeah, so I mean, that's just a quick overview of the next project. I mean, really, it's probably next in line to the Peugeot for selling, because once it's done up and looking nice, I reckon in today's market, with how these cars are going, I could probably get $2,000 for it. With the rust sorted out, gonna under seal it, put some nice wheels on it, slightly lower it a little bit, polish it, sort out the paintwork. Obviously, I'm looking at maybe spending about £600 on it to, you know, get new tires, brakes, stuff like that, make it look all nice and proper. So I spent 400 on the car. I don't mind sharing this because obviously it's a project and it needs a lot of work. So I spent £400 on the car, 150 to get it delivered, so that's 550. If I spend an extra 500 on it, 500 to 600, take me up to about £1,200 total on it. Sell it for two-ish, then I can make a nice little profit, and that means I'm not spending all the money I got off the Peugeot. So the plan actually, once that's sold, was to get another diesel, like an Audi or a BMW or something. But then this came along and I just had to buy it. It was just too cool not to. It's obviously really tidy inside. It's got an absolute load of paperwork for it. I'm pretty pleased with it, honestly. It needs that little bit of work. With the welding, I might have to spend a little bit more than the budget allows, but we'll just see where it goes. The springs themselves are like £140. So pricing it up, springs, tires, wheels, welding, £600 maybe needing spending on it. So, which to be honest isn't too bad. Takes me up to 1150 or whatever it is. So just a quick overview of the car, really. That's all this video is going to be. The next video on it will probably be cleaning it, polishing it, and just, or maybe not polishing it, maybe whatever happens, doing the brakes, getting the wheels sorted out. I don't think there'll be too many videos on it unless you all want to see some videos on it, in which case I can make videos on whatever you want, really. It's sky's the limit on something like this. But yeah, hopefully it's just been a little bit of a fun video. If you've enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe and all that. And yeah, shall see what happens with the Starlet, see where it takes me, see where it takes the channel. It might be the best purchase I've ever made. I might get 5 million subscribers from it. Not sure how realistic of an ambition that is, but yeah. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you all in the next video, which will be either this or the Saxo, or if I buy some other legend. Cheers.